Hey, gang, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, R.S. Lewis, aka the Insomniac Writer. Today, I have another trailer reaction. I'm looking at The Last of Us, Season 2. Season 1 was woo! I'm trying to recall some stuff. I can't recall everything because it feels like we waited forever. As a fan of the game who did not play the game as much as she wanted because, clearly I ain't had the PlayStation. It's neither here nor there. I'm looking forward to it because Pedro Pascal, that's my guy. He's having a hell of a year. Mr. Fantastic himself. Anyway, I'm shut up. We're going to drop into this. So get your chips, dips, and all that other good stuff. I got water because I got to stay hydrated in these streets. And without further ado, let's get to it.
You okay?
Yeah.
This is where we live. And what's that?
The fence.
What's inside?
People.
What's outside?
Monsters.
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead.
You're gonna lose.
Don't you know what he did? You swore.
Okay, so that was the trailer for Last of Us Season 2. So it looks like it's going to be taking place a few years after the last season, following the events from the second game as well. So, you know what? I'm not even mad at it. I will say that HBO, they got a gem when they picked this up. It just goes to show with video games, I'm not saying that they can't be done well as a movie, but certain video games fare better as TV series because depending on the length of gameplay, the characters, their backstory, and everything else, especially like games like this, like Resident Evil, which I don't know how they dropped the ball with that being a series.
I thought it sucked.
Gameplay can take a couple of hours, like not a couple, but like days to complete. So you certain games you'll be like, how long was the gameplay? And they were like, oh yeah, it was like 70 something hours. Like that's a long time to be playing a game. It may not feel like a long time in terms of like days, but that's a long time. Okay.
That's it. Screw this game.
Each week, which I also like, we are getting, bits and pieces of that. I wouldn't be surprised if we already getting a season 2 season 3, I'm sorry, because we wasn't even in the episode 3 and they already have renewed it. Like it was just so good. And there were some things and people nitpicked about, things that they might have changed or tweaked, but they really didn't change a lot. But that being said, we got us a nice little gem on here. So I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, I look like I'm ready for the apocalypse with this shirt.
Hot diggity dog!
I thought it was a good idea. But anyway, let me jump into the cast real quick.
Well, it's about time.
So coming back, we got Pedro Pascal as Joel Miller. He's just heartened. Like all this pandemic plus so much has happened. He's not going to be someone that's chipper and cheery. Like, I don't see how anybody in this world could be chipper and cheery and just happy. Like, yeah, you might find some joy in some things, but life as you know it has changed forever. And your life is constantly in some kind of peril. Like they might be safe a little bit in the town, but we've seen in things like The Walking Dead or any situation where they think it's safe, it don't be safe that long. He really is collecting these franchises. Yeah, he was in the Game of Thrones. He's in the MCU. He was in the DC EU.
You're a fucking movie star.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, next up is Bella Ramsey. She is playing the younger version of Ellie. She's a great actress because she really did that role, Lyanna Mormont, in that series. She ain't playing no games on that. Like, she was more, I forget the other Mormont, the one that had the skelly thing on the side of his face and arm and stuff. She was just more to the point, gangster. She wasn't cutting nothing. Like, she was just very, very brave for her size and age. I don't know how much longer she's going to be slated to play the role of Ellie because of, she's like the younger version. Obviously, we got to get the grown-up version. She did a Netflix series, Hilda. Yeah, there's that. Looks like she got a little girlfriend in here too. Ooh. Let her find some love. Let her find some light in this harsh world. And sometimes getting laid is all the distraction you need. Sometimes. Other times it's some type of alcohol or whatever.
The stress!
Gabriel Luna, Tommy, Joel's younger brother, who we didn't know was alive until the end, not the end of the series, but closer to as the series panned out. He's the hopeful brother. Now, he's not chipper and cheery, but he's like idealistic. Like, he's like, we can make it work. We can rebuild the world, or at least start here. It has to start somewhere. And he was into the Fireflies, that little gang of people, but now he got his little commune. He got his wife. He's like, listen, I got exactly what I need. I'm happy. One thing I'm upset about, though, I wish that they would have expanded on his Ghost Rider version of Robbie Reyes. He did good, because Ghost Rider is, I know everybody like Nick Cage, Johnny, oh God, I cannot. I was about to say Johnny Quest. Johnny Blaze.
Lord have mercy.
It's a mantle, because people get hung up on stuff like Captain America.
You need to leave!
I know a lot of people don't think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canon in the MCU, but I do.
I said what I said.
It was cool to see that come to life, because he had that car. That car was everything. He was in Terminator, the last one that they did. Like, every time they got to send a Terminator back, that one is an upgrade, obviously. But it's like, all right, we messed up, and we keep pushing back the apocalyptic war that we need to have. So we're going to make it as humanly human as possible. My man was speaking English and Spanish. He was like kind of smiling a little bit. Like the T-1000 kind of like, there were moments where he kind of seemed like a regular human cop. And then he wasn't. A regular passerby, but like, oh, that's just a cop. Like, excuse me, sorry, can you help me? You know what I mean? He was in that movie. You thought he was like a regular dude. You thought he was one of the other regular Mexican people that was there. And, he probably would have had a taco truck actually selling the tacos. Meanwhile, he's trying to kill somebody.
That's crazy!
But he had to learn to act, assimilate into the human culture. He couldn't be like the robot. Otherwise, he wouldn't get shit done. But anyway, moving along. Gabriel Luna is also a singer, if you didn't know. So he got a lot going on for him, and I'm happy. Speaking of HBO and Tommy, his wife Maria is going to be played by Rutina Wesley. She was in True Blood. She was Sookie's best friend, Tara. And Tara was my girl. They turned into a vampire, and she had her moments where I was just like, I don't like you no more, Tara. But then I started liking her again. She's my favorite character. Actually, Lafayette was my favorite character. Then it was Tara, because Sookie got on my goddamn nerves. Sometimes she almost made me rage quit the whole series. But that's neither here nor there. She's also on Queen Sugar, too. I liked her role in this. She's calm, she's cool, collected. And True Blood, she was always angry. Like, I understand life be lifing and shit is sucking, but damn. Only time she smiled when she saw Jason, like Sookie's brother. She had a crush on him, but anyway, moving on. We have Kaitlyn Dever. She's Abby. I forget who does her voice in the game. I think it's Laura or something. But anyway, she's been in a lot of different things too. She's actually gotten some awards, or she got nominated for a couple of things. Dope Sick, Unbelievable, Justified was another one. So I think she's going to be playing a love interest too. So I'm not even mad about that. Okay. Okay, go ahead with your bad self. We have Danny Ramirez. He played Joaquin Torres in damn, Captain America. That's what it is. Sorry, I'm on Wikipedia. Wikipedia has pictures now, so I haven't really needed to go on IMDb.
Well, it's about time.
IMDb has the pictures, but they show everybody. I don't want to see people that died. I need just the people in this season. Moving on, we have Ariella Barra. She's going to play Mel. She's a doctor. She was in that Runaways series. And we got Tatiana Gabriel Hobson. And I think she was on 100. That's what it was. And it always goes back to the CW.
Oh, Lord.
My girl, Catherine O'Hara. We know her from Home Alone, Beetlejuice, and Schitt's Creek. And a lot of other things. But those are the ones that come pop at the top of my head. She's going to be playing Gail, Joel's therapist. So it looks like we're going to have some flashbacks too in this as well. Jeffrey Wright is going to be playing Isaac Dixon. He has a Tony. Like, I think he got an Emmy too. Like, I don't know if he has an Oscar. I liked him on Cadillac Records. That was my movie too. He played Jim Gordon in the most recent Batman. And I think, doesn't he do the voice of what's the name? Who does the what if voice?
Lord have mercy.
Moving on, we got Joe Pantoliano as Eugene. That's who he gonna be. Now, like I said, I had Xbox, so I didn't really play this damn game. I don't know all the characters. I only played the game like twice through a friend that had PlayStation. And I need more PlayStation friends, or I need to just get one. Like I've been saying, I'm gonna get one for the last 2 years. But that was, remember him on The Sopranos and the bad guy in the Matrix that tried to kill Neo? Yeah, I remember that guy. But he wanted to go back in the Matrix, get plugged back in. Moving on, we have Alana Ubach. She was in Legally Blonde. I do remember her in that movie. Meet the Fockers. Okay, she was in that. Maria. Oh, she was in Sister Act 2. Oh my God, darn, I forgot about that. We got to be about the same age probably, because, yeah, we was all like teenagers when that movie came out. Moving on, we have Hentian Park as Elise Park, Robert John Burke, and Noah Lamana. I think that's how I'm saying that. But yeah, so it looks like we got a nice group of people that's coming on, that's returning, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that they don't do the same thing that they did with True Blood and Game of Thrones.
The whole thing is just awkward.
Now, Game of Thrones, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt because they kind of surpassed the books. And what's his name? He be writing at us. Listen, y'all get the damn books when I be done with them.
Shut your unnecessary ass up.
Stop rushing me. But that being said, you could tell that the writers ain't know what the hell to do because they had, what's the name, destroying the city. You want to free the people just to destroy the city? That's what we doing. Like, I understand that she probably was going to become the female version of the Mad King, but they just threw her character arc down the trash. And then True Blood was like, you did all of that and you didn't end up with Alcide or Bill or anybody else or what's his face, fine ass Alexander Skarsgård character. Eric Northman. You ended up with some random Joe, I think. Yeah, but the point is that it went out like, it was okay. I see what y'all was trying to do. And it's just, sometimes when the writers kind of get like into this mental block or whatever the case might be, or they just don't know what to do with the shit. And I hope that this doesn't happen. I would rather it end early on a high note than to fizzle out and they suck it dry. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of material. This post-apocalyptic type shit. I know we hate to see good things end, but I would rather have something good end while it's good than to have it go out on a shitty note. So, looks like this is going to be premiering April 13th, streaming on HBO Max. I got my Max all ready to go. Ready. I might as well, I think, because I'm getting it through AT&T.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Anyway, what did you think of season 2, Last of Us trailer? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you going to go watch it? Leave your comments down below because where else you're going to leave them. Before you go, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be notified of other videos and stuff. And that's about it. I'm about to be out. Got to get out of here. I was blabbering long enough. I'm about to be out. All right, y'all. Take care. It's like, no, I can't leave y'all like that. Be awesome, be you, but above all else, love yourself. And I'm out.